So part two, you've learned so much, you've grown so much, you've expanded so much, but it still was just the beginner phase or the foundational phase of that part of your journey. For some of you guys, again, that could have been from the year 2016 to the year 2025. For some of you guys, 2016 was the year before you graduated high school, and you could have graduated 2017. There's a lot of interference I'm picking up when it comes to this kind of like relationship communal part that we're about to talk about. And it could be resonating with the part that I said about like waiting for everyone to get into their roles. It's like waiting for everyone to catch up, waiting for people to have certain soul recognition, waiting for things to come into alignment, right? We all have free will, and I just feel like the free will was freewheeling. The free will was freewheeling. I'm getting that people were like, specifically in regards to relationships, people were interacting with and like romancing with people that they were not necessarily divinely called to romance with, and then people got like kind of sucked up or stuck up in certain relationship dynamics and connections and trauma bonds and karmic things. And obviously everything is divine, but I do believe that there's certain people and there's certain encounters that we are called to at a divine time. Like you may have free will, you may be able to do whatever you wanted to do from like September to October, but from November to January, you need to be connecting with this person, you need to meet this person, they have something to give you, you have something to give them. There's a certain storyline or there's a certain experience that you guys are meant to experience. So yeah, for whoever this message is for, this relationship connection or whatever is about to happen for you, it is a secondary energy to the bigger cycle that you've just completed. I'm getting it's a byproduct. It's important to know that first and foremost, what's most important is the fact that you have just karmically aligned, cleared out, settled, paid back debts, aligned your energy, closed cycles. So that ends one level of reality, it ends one timeline. And with this new timeline, you're going to arrive more aligned. I'm hearing more dedicated, more aware. And with that comes new people, new experiences. Emphasis on new people, because we literally have the Three of Cups and the Lover's card. The Three of Cups to me represents the joy and the overflow of... The Three of Cups to me is like the love created. For some of you guys, you are about to come into union with someone where you are going to feel so good, so elated, it's almost going to feel like a fantasy. The reason why it feels so fantastic is because this has been divinely guided. In the Lover's card, you have an angel that is standing over, ordaining and aligning certain people. For some of you guys in the past, these people could have, or your divine partner could have been caught up with like, I keep hearing the word romancing. Like, that's not even something that I say, but that's what keeps coming through. They were kind of like dating. You know what I'm getting? They were like doing a lot of appetizers. Like they weren't having very deep relationships or very deep connections, but they were interacting with a lot of different people. Just enjoy. Okay, they were chasing highs. They were chasing highs. They were chasing highs. They were chasing highs. I don't know why that is so important, but yeah, that just came through. The Lover's card is a very intense energy. It's almost like these people needed to burn off steam. I'm almost like getting the energy of zoomies. What I'm getting right now, and this could be a little bit of a trigger warning, it's not a bad thing, it's just a bit of a hard truth, and it's not about you, it's about the person. For some of you guys, this is going to be someone you were previously connected to, absolutely for sure. Like this is definitely given reunion energy. It's absolutely given reunion energy. So some of you guys are reuniting with a person from your past. Don't underestimate how far into the past it is, because this could be someone that you like dated before and completely forgot about because it was so long ago. It could have been between 2016 to 2025, but obviously more towards 2016, right? You've had relations and connections since, and this relationship or connection is not something that you think about. It's not something that you refer to. It's not even something that you remember, because you've just gone through so much more significant experiences since that time. Whatever connection is aligning now for you, it's going to be very glorious. But yeah, if you are the group of people that are going to be connecting with somebody from your past who you're reuniting with, this person literally was not ready. This person almost has like romantic ADHD. They were looking for a lot of validation. They were looking for highs. They wanted to experience different energies with different people, different experiences with different people. They could have been in a very social period of their life. I'm getting that some of you guys are going to be dealing with fire signs, and then I also just heard air signs. These are people that are like full of life. In the past, they were very flighty, but what I'm seeing is this same joyous, like celebratory energy. They're gonna have it with you too. Like I'm seeing in this card, like they enjoy doing this. They enjoy being like connecting with a lot of different people, and doing all of that. And that does not have to mean sexually, especially because the Three of Cups is an energy of emotion. So this could literally be someone who's like just like talking to a lot of people, or like going to parties, just having, it doesn't even have to be parties, but just having a lot of social interactions with people, making a lot of different like light level connections. And they enjoyed that. They were in that. It gives very much like Page of Wands, page energy. But then in this card where it's the Lovers, which can signify marriage or like settling down for a long-term relationship, they're also going, it actually shows that they're actually going to be more happy in this. The energy here is just a bit higher. It's way more enthusiastic. It's interesting because in this card, they're actually running. So there's forward movement, momentum, progress, and it could move really fast. In this card, they're just spinning around in a circle. So this was definitely quite a cycle for this person, but what they're realizing now is that it didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. It didn't truly satisfy. Like they were capped. Yes, there's movement here, but it's going round and round in a circle. Literally. Yep. Wow. Yeah, for some of you guys, wow, this is crazy. All right, cool. Wow, wow, wow. 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 So yeah, confirmation there. For some of you guys, this person was just going round and round in a circle. We literally have three. We have three times. This could be 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. Expect a change, especially if you are feeding into this and you want a change, you want to see something different, you want to have these different experiences. It's going back to this energy here, which is speaking about the throat chakra and speaking about your routine and molding and modeling energies. You can call this in. Of course, everything happens in divine time, but you want to state that in 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months, there's going to be a total drastic shift. And I think 3 months will end us up, we have November, December, January. Remember I said in the previous reading, January and February are going to be very significant and pivotal months. The first 2 months of the new year, they're going to be very telling, they're going to be very pivotal. So let's get back into this, because it's a lot of different messages that I'm picking up in here. This person was enjoying, they were enjoying being single, they were enjoying having multiple suitors, they were enjoying having multiple options, right? They almost had a bit of romantic ADHD, and they almost were like, they needed that overstimulation. They were very ungrounded. They didn't want to focus too much or put, it gives like, okay, cool, this person's not texting back. Okay, cool, I'll talk to my friend Sally. Oh, Sally's not texting back. All right, cool, I'm going to talk to Amy. Oh, okay, now I'm talking to Amy and Sally at the same time. Now, like, you know, it's almost like this very sporadic, that's why I'm saying like fire sign, air sign energy. And you know, like fire signs and air signs, they're very social people and they like to connect with a lot of different people. This might have even been a conclusion that they came to where it's like, dang, what am I doing? I don't even know. I have no, again, I keep getting like no name to the game or no like, what is that saying? Like no rhyme to the rhythm or no rule to the rhyme or rhyme to the, like, right. Maybe it's like no rule to the rhyme. Like, you know how with poetry, And there's different ways that you can rhyme, and it could be like A, B, A, B. Theirs was just like freestyle. Like there was no specific direction, there was no specific pattern, like the energy, it was just freestyle. It didn't have a specific rhyming system. They were looking for novelty constantly. They realized that they were kind of just an attention seeker. Again, a lot of this is really validation energy. And this energy could only last so long. A lot of this energy was very unconscious. They were kind of just doing whatever, with whoever, just here today, going tomorrow. I'm getting something about blue hair. There's 3 people in this deck with blue hair, which is very significant. Now, I guess it's very unlikely that a person would actually have blue hair, but honestly, since Halloween just passed, there could have been someone who dressed up and had blue hair. But this gives me someone who's like very expressive with their hair, or their hair stands out in a very strong way. So that could be confirmation for somebody. But yeah, getting back to, yeah, I'm even noticing that with the 3 of Cups, it's a full moon. Oh my God, okay, you guys, November 5th is the full moon. I can't make this up. Is that in 3 days? Because remember I said 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. So for this group of people that I'm talking to, I literally think it's November 2nd, but I'm not sure and I don't want to stop the video. I actually have 3 here 4 times. We have 3, 3, 3, and then 3. Oh boy. All right. Let me tell you how this is going to go. Okay, this was a certain time cycle that they were in. I'm getting almost like this was their spiritual right, because they needed to be in this energy, this like flimsy, whimsical energy. They needed to be there for a certain period of time. That was like their right. That was where they were supposed to be. There was a lot of learning, even though they may not have consciously been aware that they were learning. This was like study and experiment for them. They learned about themselves. And again, while they were doing it, they probably just think like I was clubbing, I was having fun. But it was actually, it was actually a science project. Because in interacting with all these people, they've learned different things. Like, okay, I actually don't like that. Oh, I do like this. All right, I like that. Don't really like this person. I like that. Like, they were learning. And with this full moon, this energy is going to totally wear off. It's going to be like night and day. They're probably going to wake up one day and they're just not going to respond to anybody's texts. A big reason why this energy continued to have a high to it is because it never really got anywhere. So it was constantly just like the same levels over and over, over and over, over and over. I'm getting like there could have been a lot of periods of no contact, contact, no contact, contact. So it always had that kind of high because there was this like unpredictable energy and like, yeah, there was like, however the dynamic was going, it constantly like almost like fueled it. But by the time the full moon comes, and this full moon is in Taurus, and it has a very big energy about relationships. It's a very big energy about relationships. Like how you've been doing relationships all the way up to this full moon versus how you're going to do it afterwards you're going to see a big shift. And a big part of this moon is specifically about whether you are in a relationship that meets your needs, that makes you feel safe, and that has a level of stability to it. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Because what we're talking about here is literally a relationship or a connection or a way that people was doing relationships that did not have stability to it. And then it moves literally into the Lovers, which is the most contractual, stable and connected kind of relationship. It's 2 people looking at each other and it's exchanging. I was thinking about this today. In the 2 of Cups, it's like 2 people that have emotions. Emotion is water energy. It doesn't mean that you have to actually do anything with that emotion. It's just a soul recognition. It's like, hey, I feel this for you. Oh, you feel this for me? Okay, cool. We feel the same. But the Lovers is taking that a really huge step further. I would almost want to say that the 2 of Cups married with the Hierophant creates the Lovers. It's about feeling a connection and wanting to do something with it. It's about feeling a connection and wanting to stabilize that connection. It's about feeling a connection and wanting to move forward with that connection. So yeah, however you go into this, full moon is not going to be the same way that you come out of it. In 3 days, your relationship life is totally going to shift. It's totally going to shift. By the full moon, it's going to do something to this person's energy. It's going to wrap that cycle up of instant gratification. And their energy is going to shift. They're not going to be able to have feeling for what they were previously doing. Even if they wanted to do it, karmically, spiritually, and emotionally, there's not going to be any energy there. They're not going to be able to do it. All right, so with the Death card and the Three of Wands, and it's really crazy because the Death card has the full moon on it too. I don't know what's going to happen. 13 has come out so many times, I just haven't said it, but that's going to be a very strong message for someone. I keep finding more threes. This is another 3, so now we have 5 threes. Pregnancy is very strongly in the air, so you guys must be mindful of that. But yeah, with the Death card and the Three of Wands, this is just symbolizing again that there's a death to that energy. The energy is starkly, strongly gonna shift and contrast. Their energy is going to shift more to this Lover's card, and it's like, all right, what am I doing? What is the future of this? Like, what does this lead into? What's the point? These are the kind of things and the kind of questions and the kind of thoughts that they're going to start having. What's the point? What am I doing? Where am I going? They're going to wake up one day. I noticed that this person has on one sock that's risen up and then one sock that's down. Wow, what the heck? And then in this card, they do too. Okay, strangest thing just happened. For some of you guys, this person has blacked out. Like, for some of you guys, this person has been getting blackout drunk. And that's one thing that I didn't really bring up with the Three of Cups. Like, I did speak about, like, clubbing or partying, but I didn't speak about the energy of drinking. A lot of the time, wow. This is definitely going to have to go into a part 3 because there's another level of this energy that I got to speak to you guys about, because a lot of you guys are the divine feminine or the divine masculine. You're the person that has been more of in this Lover's card, or at least wanting it or wanted to be in that stable energy. You might have spent some time in this energy as well, but the other person's cycle, like, there's a difference in the cycle of the energy. Like, someone else could have been in that energy for like 3 months, whereas the other person could have been in that energy for 3 years, right? And then I'm just noticing there's a water bottle on this person's back. For some of you guys, this person has been intoxicated and they have not been sober for a lot of this experience. And that's part of the reason they were able to do that. Remember, I spoke about aimlessness. Remember, I spoke about like having an unhealthy daily routine and just kind of doing anything. That's a big message here. This person has likely had a lot of like blackout drunk moments. They haven't been taking care of themselves. They haven't been taking care of themselves, and there was no way that they were going to be able to take care of you. However, this was an experience that they were meant to and had to have. This was divine, as everything is. One day they are going to wake up, and it's likely maybe they have a blackout drunk experience where they're like, all right, cool, no more. Like, I can't do this anymore. You know how people have that experience where they get so drunk and they're like, I'm not drinking anymore? Or they get so drunk and like they do something uncharacteristic and they're like, okay, yeah, I can't drink anymore. I have to put up that boundary because what the heck? This is the type of experience that this person is having. They're going to wake up one day and they're going to be like, what the heck am I doing? What have I done? Like, they're going to look around the room. They're going to look around their environment. For some of you guys, this person is going to bawl their eyes out. I literally feel like I'm about to bawl my eyes out. We're going to go to part 3.